Good morning, world. It is 10 o'clock in the morning. You guys are just finishing up my recent video that I just made, obviously. I decided to do another video. And after this video, I'm going to go to bed. And I'm going to upload it and go to bed, and I'll watch it when I wake up. And I'll make another video probably in the morning. Tomorrow. I'm fucking tired. For this video, I might just make a quick 30-minute video or a 1 hour video. I can't go on for an hour and 40 because I'm really tired right now. It's 10 o'clock and I haven't slept yet. Because I need to get some sleep, obviously. And I'll wake up and I'll work on my book with my younger stepbrother. Hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys are enjoying my video as you guys are probably finishing up my video right now. You're probably on part 3 right now while I'm making this video. You're on part 3. You're watching it, obviously, behind the scenes, and you act like I watch my. That's why I'm not gonna let you do like that, man. When I'm king, you're left behind. You're not saved. Because I'm not gonna let you do like that, man. You can't have your full cake. See what I'm saying? Yeah. You cannot have your full cake. See what I'm saying? You cannot have your full cake, obviously. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Are y'all excited for that Rings of Power show, guys? I'm a little bit excited. A tiny little. I'm not really that excited about it, but I'm going to watch it. See how good it is, obviously. Hopefully it's good. And it doesn't bomb, obviously. Rings of Power, guys, is coming out September 2nd on Amazon Prime. The Lord of the Rings show, it's a prequel. It takes place during the Second Age. So it's a couple thousand years before the Third Age, which is Lord of the Rings, obviously. It's a prequel to the Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, obviously. Hence, we'll see how good the show really is, obviously. I hope it doesn't bomb. I hope Amazon made a good investment and their show's a hit, obviously. But I told you, because they don't have source material, it's a little bit of red flags. I think the show will be okay. I think it'll have mixed reviews. I think it's gonna split. Some people will love it, some people will hate it. But I think Rings of Power will probably be at least a 6 out of 10 show. The Rings of Power, I believe. At least that, right? 6 plus out of 10. You know what I'm saying? And it might be even really good. It might even be a 9 or an 8. You never know. We'll see what happens, obviously. You never know. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. See what I'm saying? We'll see what happens, obviously. Yeah, I might just make a 30-minute video, guys. I'm really tired. I'll upload it and I'll sleep. Go get some sleep. And then I'll set my alarm for 6 and I'll work on my book. And I might perhaps make maybe a 30-minute video this evening. It depends how much strength I got left in my body. It depends how tired I am. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It just depends how tired I am. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's talk about the theater topic here. I might talk for a good 26 minutes here and I'll end this video. Or I might continue on for an hour. It just depends how much stuff I have in my mind that I want to talk about. And you guys will enjoy this video too, obviously. And you better enjoy this series while you can. Once I'm king, I'm peacing out with my wife. You're not saved. You made me suffer death and you made me cry tears because of the mess. You made me have that shitty feeling on one of my wife. You're also going to have a shitty feeling when I'm king. You're left behind. You're not saved. You're left behind. I'm not going to do like that, man. You can't have your full cake. See what I'm saying? You cannot have your full cake, guys. And so I'm not going to let you do like that. I am not going to let you do like that. So I'm saying, I'm not going to let you dupe me like that. I am not going to let you dupe like that. So I'm saying, yeah. All right, let's talk about the theater chain. Obviously, so if I make enough money, I'll most likely be putting money towards that theater chain. So if I make 30 billion bucks, I'll put $11 billion of my money to fund the Zanus project. See what I'm saying? Use that money to fund the Zanus project. And then, right? Yeah. And VJ will be like, Ivan, how much money did you make? I don't know, VJ. I made $30 billion. Like, holy shit, you made $30 billion? I'm like, yeah, that's right. I made $30 billion. Yeah, I know you want to build your big theater chain. I'm saying, hey, VJ, you want to do this or you just want to stick to Forkable on Amazon? I don't know, Ivan. We don't have to build this. It's a lot of work. Let's just stick to Forkable on Amazon. I know I choose Forkable on Amazon. Yeah, because even though I'm talking about my theory chain, guys, I'm speaking hypothetically. It's not guaranteed I'm going to build this. I might just stick to Forkable on Amazon because it's a hassle, man. Building a theory chain is a fucking hassle. It's a lot of work. Okay, VJ, I don't want to do this dirty work. We're going to have to hire like a huge like development team to take care of the dirty work for us. All we have to do is just plan out the interior exterior of our theater, the prices, how much we want to pay the employees, and we talk about the budget and what kind of theater I want to build, and that's it. And we're gonna have to discuss with developers what cities we want our theaters in. Ivan, how many theaters do you want in each city? I mean, we should discuss with the developers. Okay. Let's start with our hometown, Canada. Okay, Ivan, how much theaters you want in Canada? I want 100 theaters in Canada. There's a good 25, 30 major cities in Canada around there. 20 major cities in Canada around there. Build a good 2 theaters in each of the major cities. You can build 3 in a few. Build 3 in Montreal, 3 in Toronto. And then the other bigger cities, you build 1 to 2. And that's a good, I don't know, 50, 60 theaters. And the remaining 40 theaters, you put them in the smaller cities. Like Gatineau, you can put 1 theater in Gatineau. You can put 1 theater in Mississauga. Mississauga is next to Toronto. You can put 1 theater in the cities next to Halifax out east. You can put 1 theater in cities next to Calgary. You can put 1 theater in Regina, Saskatchewan, another one in Saskatoon, where I was born. Right, Saskatoon is next to Regina. You can put 1 theater in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, where I was born. Saskatchewan's pretty much the Texas of Canada, pretty much, right? It's like flat land, and it's flat land over there, and it's like the farm province. You have a lot of farmland there, kind of like Texas, obviously, and the people there have Canadian accents, just like people in Texas have hardcore Southern accents, whereas people in Saskatchewan they have hardcore Canadian accent. How you doing there, bud? You know, I said, how you doing there, bud? Yeah, man, I had a good time there. So they have their hardcore Canadian accents in Saskatchewan. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm saying I have a little bit of a Canadian accent, but if I went to America, no one would know I'm Canadian. As Canadians, Americans pretty much sound the same, right? The only ones who sound like different are the Southern guys and the guys out west in Canada and out east. They have hardcore accents. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, like mid central Canada, the Canadians do not have accents. They sound like me. So if you're from Ottawa, Toronto, Hamilton area, Winnipeg, those guys don't really have accents. But the moment you go out west to like Calgary, and especially Saskatchewan and like Alberta, man, people out there have fucking hardcore Canadian accents. Also out east too. Out east, the Canadians have different hardcore fucking. How you doing there, bud? Yeah. I had a good time there. So they have hardcore Canadian accents. It's actually funny. Yeah. Yeah. So okay, I want to build 100 theaters in Canada, 400 theaters in America, 700 theaters in Europe. That's enough. So you're looking. That's 1,200 theaters. And then what? 200 theaters in Mexico, 150 theaters in Mexico around there. That's enough. You can build. Mexico has 30 million people, so you got to double it. Build a good 200 theaters in Mexico, because Mexico has 100 million people living there. 100. You can build like 150 in Mexico, You can build 400 in China. So you have America, Canada, that's 600. You have Europe, 700, that's 1,200. And you have China, 400, that's 1,600. You have Mexico, 200, that's 1,800. And like I'll build a good 100 million in 150 million in China, and like 50 in 50 in Korea, 50 in North Korea, South Korea, and I'm not and like maybe 15, maybe a good five in New Zealand and five in Australia, six in Australia. Because New Zealand only has 3 million people living there. You only need to build a good like 3, 4 theaters there. In a few of the main cities, it's enough. People will make the drive, and you build like a couple. In Australia only has like a couple million people living there. You don't have to build as much theaters there, obviously. Whereas Japan has 50 million people living there, and you need to build a good like 150 theaters in China, in Japan, and Korea and all of them only have like 50 million people. Build a good 50 theaters in each, 40 theaters in each. That's enough. The focus more on building more theaters in the major markets like Europe, Canada, and America and Mexico. Mexico's a big market too. Whereas the foreign rule is not as important because they're not English speaking people, but build a lot of theaters there too. That way they all can watch your movies. You know what I'm saying? And that's about 2,000 theaters around there. And if there's let's say if I reach let's say if it's 18, well, let's say if it's 1950, the leftover theaters, just put them in some other small cities in like Canada, America. Yeah, Ivan, you're 50 theaters short. You want to build more theaters? Yeah. Build 50. Okay, let's look at all the smaller cities in America. Let's build a couple cities here in Canada where people can see my movies. I'm saying, yeah, obviously. Yeah, Ivan, that's gonna cost you like 10 billion bucks, man. If you want to build 2,000 theaters. Yeah, I know. I have enough money. It's 11 billion enough, Ivan? Yeah, Ivan, it's enough. It'll cost you a good 10 billion bucks to build 2,000 theaters, Ivan. And you also have additional costs: buying your land. You know what I'm saying? Hiring the construction. The construction crewmen are gonna cost you like 50 million. You're gonna have to hire like 10,000 construction crewmen, Ivan. Yeah. Before I said 20, no, 10. 50 times 2,000 is 20 is 10,000. So I'm gonna have to hire 10,000 construction crewmen to build my theaters worldwide. You know, okay, how much construction crew will I need on average per site? Ivan, 50 crewmen is enough to handle one theater, and they can build it easy. They can easily build it in 1 year. 50 crewmen is enough for each location, for each theater. And you're gonna have to hire 2,000 what construction crewmen. They're gonna cost me like 55, 60 million bucks. You have to pay the construction crew. You have to pay the managers are 80,000, and the construction crewmen they're 50,000. Obviously. Ivan, the construction crew are going to cost you millions, Ivan. Like 50 million bucks in costs, 60 million bucks in costs. You also have to pay your what? I also have to pay the development team their salary, and I have to give them money for what? For their food and their hotel. I'm only going to give you $60,000, guys. That's enough. What I'll do is I'll give them two separate cards. That way that way it keeps them more in check. Hey, I want you to grab, get some tape, and mark your cards. Obviously, write food and write hotel. That way you can keep better track of how much money you spent. And you go to the store and I get a good 150 gift cards. Okay, put $30,000 in 150 gift cards, and another $30,000 another. Yeah. For the hotel, I might give them a bit more just in case. I can give them maybe 35 for the hotel, just in case they have extra costs. The hotel's expensive. I can put 35 in their hotel cards and 30 in for their feeding. For the 150 development team. I'm gonna do that. I'm like, guys, man, I'm not kidding around. Do not blow your gift card in like 4 months on stupid shit. Otherwise, I'm not gonna give you more money. You have to pay with the money I'm paying you. And you can easily afford it. I'm paying you 10 grand a month. You can easily afford it. They're gonna be pissed off obviously because they're greedy. They're greedy people. I'm like, yeah, if you think I'm gonna let you take advantage of me, and have me take out another like 5 million bucks to pay you $30,000 again, and have you blow it for another 4 months, you're crazy. I gave you 30 grand. That's enough to last you for a good year and a half worth of planning, man. Because you're only gonna be spending a good what, like 60, 80 bucks a day in food, man. So if you're staying in a city for maybe 2 days, 3 days, you're only spending like what? I don't know, $250 in food for the couple days, and you're only going to visit a good maybe 200, a good 100 cities. You know what I'm saying? 100 cities, that's only like 10 grand, 15 grand. Yeah, it's easy, more than enough money. My guys, I'm not kidding around. I'm gonna let you know, guys. If you blow the $30,000 if you blow your $30,000 for your food on stupid shit, when you could have used your salary money to pay for that, I'm not. I haven't run out of money. I'm sorry, man. I'm not gonna give you more money, man. You now have to pay with the salary I'm paying you. They're gonna be pissed off. Like, what the fuck is they're greedy, obviously. And I'm like, guys, I'm not gonna let you take advantage of like that. How Ivan has $1 billion budget, he'll give us some money. No, if you blow your $30,000 for your food, I'm not gonna pay more money, obviously. I'm saying. Whereas for the hotel, I don't know if 1 year goes by and their hotel budget's drained. Obviously, I don't mind I don't mind taking out a bit more money and giving them maybe 10 grand, 12 grand extra for the hotel because hotels are more expensive. But for the food, there's no excuse, man. For the food, if you run out of this money, guys, you have to pay with the $200,000. If I'm paying you $200,000 a year, you can easily pay for your food. You know what I'm saying? Your traveling expenses are paid for, your living expenses are paid for, because you got your car for your hotel. But your feeding, I'm not gonna let you do like that, man. If you drain the $30,000 within like 1 month or something like that, I know you blew your money on stupid shit. I'm not gonna pay you more money. You now have to pay with the salary that I'm paying you, and you can easily afford it. You're gonna pay maybe I don't know 1,000 a month in food, 800 a month in food. If you're making 10 grand a month, you can easily afford it. But because they're greedy and because they're greedy and they were used to getting spoiled, they were used to me paying their food bills. Obviously, they might get angry. Ivan, like you have $1 billion budget. Why is such a big deal to my guys? I'm not gonna let you do it like that. If you blow your $30,000 on stupid shit, when I strictly told you to only spend for food, I'm not gonna give you any more money, man. I don't care if I have $1 billion. I don't care if I have $700 million left over my. I'm not paying you my money. I'm not gonna give you another like fucking what? Another like $3 million of my money. No, I have them dupe like that. And they blow it again. All right, we're around again. You have me put more money. I'm not gonna do them like that. Please, guys, listen to me. I'm the fucking boss. I was nice to take $9 million out of my pocket through the budget to pay you guys your what? Your $60,000 for your gift card. Use 35 grand for the hotel. Only rent $200 a night hotels, $250 a night. Do not go any higher than $300 for a hotel. Don't rent like $500 a night hotel, otherwise it's gonna drain your budget. Rent cheaper, like $200. You can rent $300 a night hotels and split it, 150, 150 if you want. I recommend you get rooms with 2 bedrooms and you split the money. You split the payment, obviously. That way you save more money. See what I'm saying? That way you save more money. And these guys don't dupe you, man. Otherwise, if you don't tell them that, chances are they're gonna take advantage of you and they're gonna blow it all on stupid shit. I don't know. 2 months go by, they blow everything. We blew everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah. So, if you think I'm gonna have you take advantage of like that and have you do like that, no, man. Tell them that what they know. Let them know, guys. I don't want you blowing this money in like 2 months. No, man. This is meant for your what? For your, I don't know, year's worth of planning. It's 30 grand's more than enough to pay your food bills. You know what I'm saying? Your food bills, obviously. You go out to a restaurant, you're probably going to pay maybe $30 at a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? $30, it's easy affordable. It's easy affordable, obviously. I don't know, if you visit 10 countries, you visit 10 cities in a country, you're only going to spend maybe $2,500 on food so far. You visit 100, you spent 10 grand. 200, you spent 20,000. Yeah, it's more than enough money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's more than enough money, obviously. Yeah. The people in Europe and America, I might give them a bit more. Whereas the people who are handling Mexico, Canada, and China, those people I can give them 60, 65. Whereas the people who are handling America and Europe, you can give those guys maybe 80,000, 40,000. You give them 40,000 for food and 40,000 for living, for the hotel stay. Because for Europe, you're looking at a lot of fucking like 30. Europe has 38 like countries, man. And so they're gonna visit all those countries, and they're gonna visit like a couple cities in those countries. It's a lot of work. That's why you give them like 40K. The people who are overseeing Europe and America. America has like 200, like hundreds of cities, man. And that's why whereas Canada only has like 20 major cities. I was saying, yeah, you have to be strict with these guys. Otherwise, they're gonna dupe you, man. They're gonna blow their money. And look, man, if you blow your money for your food, I'm not gonna give you more money. You have to pay with your own money, which you can easily afford. Ivan, what the fuck, man? Like, I don't want to touch my fucking salary, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they were used to getting spoiled and having me pay their bills. I was like, look, man, if you think I'm gonna let you do like that, I gave you the warning. If you blow this on stupid shit and you run out of money, I'm not paying you. I'm not gonna give you more money for food. As you're making more, you're making 200K, which is 10 grand a month. You can easily pay your bills. The hotel stay, if you run out of money, you have to take out more money. But I'm gonna be strict. Look, man, I shouldn't be taking out more money to give you guys for the hotel and food. You have enough. It's enough. You guys are only gonna visit. You visit one country. You know, and the people are only gonna look at a good maybe 200 cities in America. If you spent $200, $200 for a couple days for 200 cities, that's only like that comes up to about like $30,000, $25,000. It's enough. And most of them are probably going to split the payment for their hotel rooms. It's enough. Yeah, you have enough. You have enough to what? You have enough. And then if you have leftover money, it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. So once the planning is all done, you have like 5 grand left over in your gift cards for you to blow. You can use that, but you can blow the rest of it if you want to. For you can buy whatever you want with it. It's your money. But during the planning, you have to be very cautious in how you spend your money. Book cheaper hotels, like $200 night hotels, and what? And don't be stupid and blow your money on like fucking alcohol and like parties and all that stuff. If you want to do that, pay with the salary that I'm paying you. Put them in check the way they don't rip you off. I'm saying, because I'm paying them 200 grand, they can easily afford to pay their bills. Hey guys, with this salary, you can pay your bills at home. You can send your family money, obviously. You can get your kids clothes. You can even party it up. If you want to party it up, you can easily go to the bar and pay with your money that I'm paying. You're getting 10 grand a month. You can easily pay for your beers yourself. You know what I'm saying? And use the card strictly only for food. For food and what? For food and the hotel costs. That way they won't rip you off. And if you guys run out of money, for the food, I'm not gonna give you more money, man. I'm not gonna just do like that, man. If you think I'm gonna let you take advantage, I've never built our budget. That's not the point. It's not the point. It doesn't matter how much money I have. What matters is I'm not gonna let you guys take advantage of me and have you do like that. I give you another $30,000, you blow it again in 2 months, and all of a sudden you come back and ask for money. I'm not gonna just do like that. I'm only giving you 30K. That's enough for your touring. It's enough. If you're tempted to spend money on stupid shit, use the money that I'm paying you from your salary to buy your kids clothes and get beer and go to events and see a movie. Use the money that I'm paying you to do that. Don't touch the fucking money for your food and your hotels. It's meant for your living and feeding, man. See what I'm saying? And if they end up blowing out money, I'm going to be very, very pissed off. I'm going to know, yeah, they blew their... BG will be like, yeah, Ivan, they blew their money on stupid shit. Yeah, I'm like, hey, why did you run out of $30,000? Oh, Ivan, we were stupid. We booked like $900 rooms. Yeah, I told you. I gave you this warning. Do not rent $900 a night fucking suites. Otherwise, you're going to drain your budget in like a fucking month. Get $200 a night rooms, two $50 a night rooms, $300 a night rooms for 2 people. You can split it 150. That way you save more money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For your food, you should only be paying on average about $80 a day around there for your food. $100 maybe in one day. You see what I'm saying? And you're staying in each city at a country for a couple days, 2-3 days. You should have enough to pay for your food. For the couple months of, I don't know, for the 6 to 1 year worth of planning. See what I'm saying? And you don't want to let these guys dupe you. They'll go, yeah, Ivan, $30,000 is more than that. $30,000 is more than enough to cover your feeding. For a year's was easily enough for a year's worth of feeding. As most average people around the world spend probably a good, like maybe 10 grand a year on food. to feed their family, and I'm giving you 30K. Like, all the families around the world who make 50K a year spend a good maybe like 10, 8 grand, 9 grand on food every year, and I'm giving you $30,000. It's more than enough to pay for your food, obviously. But it's more expensive for them though, because they're going to be going out. They're going to be going out. They're going to be going out to fast food restaurants. It's more expensive than buying food at the store. But most average people spend a good like 8 grand a year on food around there. I know most family members who go shopping, they'll spend like 300 to 500 bucks on 300 to 400, 500 bucks on groceries. So they spend a good like 800, 700 to even 1,000 a month on food. 12 grand a year on food, and I'm giving you $30,000. It's enough for your food, man. There's no excuse. It's enough for 1 year. If they come to me and they say they ran out of money, it's because they blew their money on stupid shit. Yeah. If you come back to me 2 months later and you said your money's finished, it's done, obviously. You say your money's finished, obviously. My money's all done, obviously. Then what? Then what? I will know those guys blew the money on stupid shit. Okay, don't come to me, man. You blew your money. Now you have to pay with the money that I'm paying you. They're gonna be fucking mad. They're gonna be pissed off. They're gonna be so angry because they. I'm like, look, man. If you think I'm gonna let you take advantage of me because I'm rich, I'm not gonna do like that, man. I took $9 million. I was nicer to take $9 million of my own money. You wouldn't even give me this deal. You'd probably pay me $50K and give me like maybe a couple $1,000, and I gave you $30,000, $6,000 of my money. I'm not gonna do like that. You blew $30,000 for your food. Now you have to pay with the money that I pay you. They're gonna be pissed off, obviously, really, really pissed off. Ivan, what the fuck, man? Like, why is it such a big deal to you, Ivan? You have $1 billion budget. You can easily give us another $3,000. Look, man, I'm not gonna do like that. You chose to be stupid and what? And break my trust, and you blew the money on stupid shit when that money was easily enough for you to last for a year's worth. People spend 10, 8, 12 grand a year on food for their groceries for their family, and I gave you $30,000 for your feeding, and you blew it in 2 months. I'm not going to do like that. You have to pay with the salary I'm paying you now. I'm not going to give you any more money. See what I'm saying? I'm going to tell the developers, look, man, do not give any of these guys an extra $30,000. I'm not going to let these guys. Teach them a lesson, man. This is what you get for being stupid. You broke my trust. You blew my money on stupid shit, and do not give them another $30,000. Otherwise, they're going to be stupid. Otherwise, if you do that, they're going to take advantage of it. They might even blow $30,000 again. I haven't ran out of money, and I'm saying if you let people take advantage of you, hopefully we can take advantage of. Hopefully we blow this money, and Ivan might refund us, give us more money. You know, so I'm like, no, man, I'm not going to do like that. I'm already paying you a rich salary. And I gave you enough money for your feeding. Obviously, you're paying with your own money if you blow the fucking feeding budget, man. The feeding budget that I gave you, the feeding budget gift card that I gave you. See what I'm saying? Do not let these guys dupe you, man. Do not let these guys dupe you. See what I'm saying? Yeah. And because they're going to be traveling to a lot of cities, dozens of cities in every country, especially the people for Europe, they're going to be really, really busy, man. They're going to have to travel to all like 38 countries in Europe. Because I'm building every theater in every country in Europe, man. Italy, France, Spain, Germany, Switzerland, Ireland, Norway. You know what I'm saying? I'm building in all those countries. Iceland. I'm going to build theaters in all those countries, in all the major cities in those countries. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a lot of work. Yeah, guys, you guys are going to have to travel to every country in Europe, and you're going to have to find land where I can build my theaters in those countries. Europe has a good billion people living in there, around there. It's a big market, billion people. So Europe is the biggest market, obviously. The States and Canada are good markets, obviously, but Europe has more people. Europe has a billion, like 3 people living there, and then China has like about a billion people living there, but they don't speak English in China. You know what I'm saying? Hence why it's not. China is very important, but the Chinese people don't speak English. Hence why Europe is a really good market for my movies. That's why I'm going to build a good like 700 theaters in Europe. That's enough. 700 theaters is enough. It's enough. More than enough in Europe. Okay, we plan on... Okay, I want Europe... You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For all the countries in Europe, I will put a good maybe. Europe has like 38, about 40 million, about 38 to 40 million. Europe has about 38 countries in Europe, obviously. So for every country, you put a good 6 theaters in every country. That's good enough. 6 theaters in every country in Europe. That's enough for Europe. Because Europe doesn't have as much people living in each country. They only have like 30 million people living there on average for each country. So put a good like 10 theaters, 12 theaters in every country. That's enough. So you pick a good like 4 cities in every country in Europe, and you build like 1 to 2 theaters in all those cities. That's enough. That way everyone in Europe has an opportunity to see my movie. Even if it's like a 5-6 hour drive, you can still drive there and see the movie. You know what I'm saying? I can't build it in every single city. No, I can only build it in the major ones, and some of the smaller ones, and in all the countries in Europe. That way, everyone in Europe has an opportunity to see my movie. Obviously, see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I can't build my theaters in every single city. No, if I do that, you're looking at like what, like 6,000 theaters, something crazy. 6,000 theaters, you're just wasting money, and it'll cost me in reach like $20+ million. No, I do not want to pay $20 million for my fucking theater chain. No, that's too much. Anything over 10 is too much, man. 10's already more than a lot of. 10's already enough money, man. It's too much money. See what I'm saying? 700 theaters in Europe is enough. That's more than enough. Ivan, how much theaters you want in Europe? I want 700. That's enough. 700 in every single country. Yes, every single country. France, England, Spain, Germany. You know what I'm saying? Switzerland, Ireland. You know what I'm saying? Iceland, Norway, Sweden. You know what I'm saying? All the other countries. Italy. Build theaters in all those countries. But I won't be putting as much theaters in on average, obviously. Like Canada and the States are the countries where I'm going to be putting, and Mexico are the countries where I'm going to be putting a lot of theaters, and China, and Japan. Although those are the countries where I'm going to be putting a lot of theaters in every city, obviously. Whereas for Europe, I can only do a good like maybe 12, 13 theaters per country. Because there's a lot of countries in Europe. So I'm saying it's a lot of countries. From my calendar.